So you're probably wondering, is this all hype? That you could come to a place where there's a beautiful beach, good infrastructure, amazing healthy food, plenty of diversion, and friendly people, and really live on $1,000 a month or less? Well, I'm here to tell you the truth. There's a lot of hype out there. And I'll give you 4 ways that you can really make this happen. And no, it's not hype. It's hype if you want to live a super luxurious, high-end, 5-star Western lifestyle. That'd be ridiculous, really. What would be the point, anyways, of coming to Vietnam and expecting that? But yes, absolutely. You can live comfortably on less than $1,000 a month. If you're a single person, couples, it's going to be a little bit more, of course, but not much because you're sharing the rent. Just add on some food. I would imagine 12, 13, 1400. But what I've experienced so far here is that I'm under $1,000 a month, and I eat out 2 or 3 times a day. I joined a health club. I get coffees or drinks pretty much whenever I feel like, and it's a good life. Very comfortable. Let me show you a little bit about what my daily consumption looks like and what it costs. And at the end of the video, I'll give you 3 main ways that you can really make sure that you keep to your budget and you can enjoy a lifestyle that's $1,000 or less. Kang Cafe. It's a really elegant coffee shop. It's got a 2nd floor. It's nice and airy. Be good for some work. So, pretty amazing presentation. It's even got the star on the top from the flag, and I am looking forward to trying this. It is delicious, and yeah, I could develop an addiction to coffee in Vietnam for sure. And now I'm on the way to the Mian Sports Complex so I can do my daily 2,000 meter swim. And here I am arriving at the Mian Sports Center. Gym, yoga, Zumba, and swimming pool, and a sauna. And of course, next door, what do we have but Mian coffee and tea? Endless supply of coffee here. And here's where I burn off the coffee calories. Swimming laps in this pool. Banh mi can be found all over the city, but I usually come here in the morning. I get 4 eggs and pork, or 4 eggs and sausage. So I rode over to a little spot that serves ban quan, which you'll see, and it's 30,000 dong, which is a little over $1. And this is the mother and daughter making it. They're very nice. It's just a little restaurant. And that's what I'm gonna eat. The ban quan khao bang. And you'll see the goofy thing about little outdoor Vietnam restaurants is they all have these little baby chairs. This is the ban quan. Quan, I believe, means roll, but I think that there is some egg and some, that must be veal. And there's always free green iced tea, which is nice. There are a ton of choices everywhere for food in this city, and I find that Western food is quite expensive comparatively and really done very poorly. So I've opted to really stick with Vietnamese cuisine, which I found to be surprisingly delicious. I guess I had some bad experiences when I was younger and just never really considered it. And when I came here and started eating the dishes, I really sort of fell in love with how healthy and tasty it is. So here I am across the street from Bun Chao Hanoi. And I found that this is a pretty good place to order bun chao, which is sort of vermicelli noodles with pork. You can see the menu here. It's just exceedingly reasonable. I'm gonna have the bun chao mieng, which is 35,000. So we're looking at about $1.35 or something crazy. And it is a good meal. And I'm gonna have a beer with that for an extra 75 cents. It's such a hot climate. Like some nations, they like their beer with ice, so no one will think you gauche if you like a cup of ice with your beer. A good beer, Ya Hanoi, 20,000 dong. $1 is 26, so you know it's a good deal. This is the bung chow mein, which is vermicelli noodles. We've got slices of veal, grilled pork, and they always serve a side salad that you want to put inside here, and then you kind of eat it all together. It is actually delicious. So total cost for this meal is a crazy 55,000 dong, which is about $2.10, I think, maybe 20 cents. $2.20 for dinner, not bad. So good. I'd say that the first is really don't eat Western food. You come to a culture like Vietnam. I didn't know much about the food before I came. I had a bad feeling about it because I just had never really eaten a lot of Vietnamese food. And what I'd eaten in the US, I wasn't crazy about. But let me tell you, there are some fantastic dishes here. Relatively healthy. I'm sure there's a lot of MSG and God knows what else in there. There's always something in the food these days. But compared to the US, much healthier. Bottom line is don't eat Western food. Stay local, experiment. There's going to be some things that you love. There's going to be some things you don't love, but it's healthy and cheap. Stick with that and you're good. If you eat Western food, you're going to be disappointed and you're going to pay literally 6, 7, 8 times as much. The second is watch your vices. Really, if you're not buying hard alcohol here and going to nightclubs, etc., you're not going to spend a lot of money. You can buy beers at a simple bar for about $1, usually even a little bit less if it's kind of one of these sit-down plastic chair places. But if you go to fancy restaurants and clubs and you order cocktails and drinks, you're going to run up a tab that is not too far out of line with what you might expect in Europe. So stay away from the vices. That would be my advice, number 2. Number 3 would be put in a little bit of effort into finding your housing, because if you just show up and you don't spend time or effort, you're going to be stuck in something that is overpriced. That's for sure. There's plenty of those. It's amazing to me that people are paying 12, 13, 14 million for a 1-bedroom or a studio when they could literally pay half of that if they simply got the number on their phone and used Google Translate and contacted the owner or the agent representing the property. It's not hard at all. That's what I've done, and you can get amazing deals for literally about half the price of what you'd pay if you just showed up off the street as a foreigner. So that would be another piece of advice. And I'd say the final point on what to do to maintain your budget is keep it simple. Don't spend your money on stupid shit. You could go paragliding, or you could rent a Harley Davidson, etc. Great. I mean, if you've got the money for that, knock yourself out. But I'm talking to people that are really trying to conserve their funds. Maybe you're early retiree. Maybe you've got a budget because you're on vacation for a month. Whatever the case is, there's plenty of things to blow your money on. Don't fall for it. You can rent a bike here for $2 or $3 a day. You could rent a scooter for $60, $70, $80 a month. So things like that, good way to spend your money. Silly things, not so good.